Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, Green Sally down, last done start, gotta tell the ground.
Hello guys, Sam from the Bodycentre here. Welcome to our latest YouTube video. As you've probably seen from the thumbnail, you can guess what this absolute monster is already. It is the iconic Mustang Eleanor GT500. One of my favourite cars of all time. It is absolutely incredible. Now, there's no stripping down to do on this procedure because we've done a bit of teamwork with the actual owner of the car. He's a bit handy in the old car industry, so he's took some bits off. He's molded some panels himself to make this Mustang into the Eleanor. As you all know, it comes as a kit, and you make it into an Eleanor. It's not the real thing. It's not worth millions. It's worth a lot of money, but not millions. So yeah, there's going to be no stripping of this, well, not a lot at all. So we're now going to go straight into the panel department where our extremely highly qualified bunter is now going to be completely reshaping this Eleanor. Like I said, the customer had fitted some bits, and to be honest, some weren't in the best place possible. So with Bunter being the skilled professional he is, I know he doesn't look like it, but he's just going to do some bits of modification to get it perfect, because this stage is extremely important. We don't want to be putting paint onto a car that doesn't line up and it's got wobbles and the joins aren't done professionally. So straight into the panel shop. I can't wait to see this one finished. Like I said at the start, it is going to be worth a fortune. The customer has spent thousands on parts for this car, not just exterior body panels, all of the interior, the NOS in the back. There is stuff going on everywhere. Underneath, it looks just as good as what the exterior is going to be. I'm sure Jake will do some shots of this incredible engine underneath that bonnet. So yeah, please watch to the end, guys. Any questions you've got, as usual, drop them in the comments. We're here to help and give as much knowledge as we can. I hope you enjoy this procedure. It's going to be a good one.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
So behind me is the paint shop where the car gets prepped and obviously goes into the booth to be painted. But we have a bit of confession on this video. The paint application is quite popular in our YouTube videos. There are a lot of people talking about it, and it is quite sort of satisfying to watch as well. But on the day this Mustang was painted, it was my daughter's birthday, and our cameraman here, Jake, whose job it is to film the paint going on. What were you doing, Jake?
I was on holiday.
On holidays. You bought a PlayStation playing card?
No, it wasn't. And it wasn't your daughter's birthday either.
Yes, it was, because we went back on the camera and we saw the dates of the pictures that we are now going to flash up what Adam sent.
I was invited to that. I was probably there.
So you didn't come to my daughter's birthday.
No.
Missed their paint application with the Mustang. You need to stop talking, mate. This is all your fault. You know the rules, Jake. It's always your fault.
It's not my fault. It never is. Just get the blame and everything.
It's always your fault. You and your little notepads.
Oh.
So, unfortunately, guys, we haven't got no paint application because Jake was playing the PlayStation. It's really cool.
Actually, you arranged it, told Adam to just get pictures.
I can't miss my daughter's birthday. You can not play the
A
PlayStation.
quick video, but instead you went, get pictures.
You know how hard that is to get anyone in there to do anything with a camera. So yeah, unfortunately, because Jake was just playing the PlayStation, because he's really cool, we're now going to flash up some images on our YouTube video of the paint application. Sorry, guys.
Flash, flash, flash.
Get Jake in a comment.
Bang, bang.
Get him.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop.
exhaust is sticking out the rear. Some of that'll really take away from here. Right on, Josephine, baby, right on. Right on, Josephine, right on. Right on, Josephine, child, you got a running machine. Baby, baby, right on, Josephine, baby, right on. Well, now Josephine's engine said it started to run hot. She tried to trade it in down a used car lot. The man couldn't believe his natural eyes when she pulled it up into his drive. Right on, Josephine, baby, right on.
So guys, just going to give you a little walk around a Mustang and show you some close-up bits of what we've done. We move around to the front, Jake. As you can see, and like I said in our other talking section of the video, all the black stripes are all painted on. There is no decals here. So everything's been lasered up, measured to absolutely to perfection, and then obviously painted on the cars and then lacquered twice. So that was a serious task in itself. As you can see, it's come up looking absolute perfect. And as you may have noticed, we've done one previously before on, I believe it's a Ford 360, which comes from Wales. Another video on our page for that. We come out the side here, Jake. As you can see, the headlight trims here. When I say nothing fitted on the vehicle, nothing fitted. Everything was miles off it. So we have reshaped every single section of this vehicle. As you can see, we have lovely even gaps all the way around, even onto the arches. Obviously, this was a standard Mustang, so it just had basically stick-on, like a bonded-on kit, just customer fitted. And it was our task to then obviously flush these all in with a super smooth joint. And obviously getting them all lined up to the bumpers as well. Moving down the side of the vehicle, the door-to-wing gap was absolutely horrific. We actually had to grind away the edge of the door and edge of the wing and try not break through the two skins, which I think some parts did, so obviously re-welding where it split open and then reshaping each panel. So again, lovely gaps down the sides. So moving on to probably the biggest part of the job, which was obviously flushing in these two fork pods. As you can probably remember from the start of the video, this fork pod didn't actually even join the edge of the panel. So we had to remake, obviously, the section in there, flushing out all the centers here to make them nice and round and no sort of 50p edges. Coming down to the sill, another very important part of the job. Obviously, this has had a custom-made exhaust. So it's got a lot of bends in the exhaust on the underside. But obviously, getting the tips into position and then lining up the sill. So obviously, when the tips go into the hole, making sure that sits nice and even and round is a very, very important part of the job. Same with the quarter arch as well. Again, as you can see, a lovely smooth joint. No cracking in there. No jagged edges. Lovely and smooth. And then moving around to the rear end, as you can see, this is one of my favourite parts. Just come on the side end here, Jake. I absolutely love this shot here. As you can see, up this joint all the way down here is perfection. Absolute perfection. The alignment. Now, come down to the back. Again, key feature the stripes. These are the metallic blacks, how the Eleanor exactly was in the film. Don't drop into our comments on this section, guys, because the boot latch isn't in. So it is sitting up high. Obviously, as you can see, when it's pushed down and latched in, the alignment on there is perfect. Same with all the flat section around the world, of course. Let's get, Jake, if you get real square onto the back, you can show the stripes, how straight they are. Like I said, these were all lined up with a laser and measured about 400 times before the paint was applied. And obviously this is exactly the same for each side of the vehicle. Two port pods, side exit. Oh, that's perfect. Moving down to the decals on the side of the vehicle. Again, no decals, all paint. So obviously I know you guys can't feel, but there is absolutely zero edge there. It is completely flat. And if you want to get a real close-up, Jake, and you see how crisp and sharp these edges are of the letters and numbers, is absolutely perfect. And obviously with the decals being had on, like I said before, it's been double lacquered.
So we've got 2 coats of clear coat on the vehicle, and it's so flat. Actions along the way, so it's one last little teaser before we, we have a serious engine in there as well.
So guys, we have now come to the end of the Eleanor video. Now, I can safely say this is probably one of our biggest restoration jobs that we've ever completed, ever, here at the Bodycentre. Obviously, we've done many, many restorations, but this one has been taken to the next level. As you've seen from all the previous video, all the start clips, this Eleanor was a standard Mustang. It had the Eleanor kit fitted to it, which the customer did fit on. So position-wise, we basically had nothing to play with. We basically had to shape every single panel and every single part that had been bonded onto the vehicle. So huge amount of work gone into that. Massive shout-outs to Bunner, our master panel technician, who's spent, I dread to think how many hours on this vehicle, shaping up every panel, every single little wobble out, hours and hours and hours and hours of alignment. And again, I could probably safely say this is the best Eleanor I have ever seen. And out of all the ones I've seen online as well, this is the best one I've ever seen. I'm a bit biased, but like I said, best one I have ever seen. Moving on to the paintwork, we've obviously gone for the traditional Eleanor colour. In the sunlight, when Jake now shows you, you will see this colour pop. It is extremely coarse. There's a lot of metallic in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. But the key feature of this paintwork was the painted on stripes. Now, a lot of people wouldn't attempt this kind of job. They'd just go for a decal and then clear lacquer over the top. But we actually spent hours aligning all the stencils, fine lining all the sections, even the GT500 down the sides. That is all paint. So huge shout out to Lewis and our paint team, who spent hours and hours aligning that as well, and getting those to exactly where they need to be, painting them in the metallic black colour, and then re-lacquering the car. So this whole car has been lacquered twice, so it's extremely flat. In all honesty, I don't really know what to say. This is one of the best outcomes that we've ever had here at the Bodycentre. All the boys are in love with it. It's been an absolute pleasure from start to finish. And I must say as well, our customer who completed all the work before it got here, for someone who's not in the industry, to do it himself at home, he's done an unbelievable job. He's got quite a bit of building up to do. Now we've finished our section of this project, but I have no doubt that he's going to absolutely finish this off a treat. I can't wait to see the car driven back here once it's all drivable. But thank you guys for watching. We really, really appreciate it. Please like, share and subscribe on all our social media pages, and we will see you next time.